Yep.
You just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
So y'all see the topic, story time for real. And it's been a year now that me and my ex have broken up. But I had to really still like deal with, you know, the residue of it. You still have to learn that lesson of like, why did y'all break up in the first place? So we about to do this story right here. We're gonna get a little glimpse. Because I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. But I was like, he dumped me because I was the bad person. And I have to look at all the bad things that I was. So here we go. I found 10 things that he didn't like. If he got something to say, he can call me. He can call me. Oh, he done blocked me, y'all. So look, I'm like, oh, that's how you feel. You gonna block me. Okay, well, I got video and evidence. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, poor thing. That's how we do, ladies. Like sometimes it's like, just tell your truth and move on. You know, once you see the lessons and see what you've done, just move on. That's why my story time be like thorough. Here we go. The first reason that my ex dumped me is because we were a karmic relationship. We got our reading done, and even though it sounded like cute and dandy, I went back and listened to our reading. We got a reading done like before we got in our relationship so that I can see like what type of relationship we're going to have. Now, he wasn't conscious about that. He had never gotten a reading done in his entire life. So I was like, dang, we're a karmic relationship. He's a Sagittarius and I'm a Cancer. When you look that up, that's a karmic relationship in itself because we technically don't match for a relationship. But in the reading that she gave, it was karmic, and we had a past life together where we were very royal. We were like rulers, you know, and the issue we were having is that we're both right. We both want to be right. We're always right. And in this relationship, if we were to take it, we would have to learn how to compromise. Oh my gosh. Well, we tried to compromise with each other a billion times, and it just kept not working itself out. So the last time that he hit his last straw with me, and he was like, I can't do this. I want to get out of here. And I was like, well, leave. Go. And he left. And then he called me talking about he want to get back with me. No, I don't play that. I don't play that, ladies. If a dude break up with you, just let him go. The universe will give you another one. Number 2 was that we both thought we were right. So our arguments was like we were always trying to one-up each other because I'm right in my decision, he's right in his decision. Well, when two people think they right, the only thing that's going to help is to show evidence, okay? And my evidence, listen, I don't play. You see these videos, okay? And as I share these videos, I'm using it as a reference so you understand like relationships. And he knew I was recording him, but he didn't like that I was recording him. But ladies, brothers need to see themselves. So vlog all you want and come back to it and try to make something thoroughly, where you can prove your case. The other reason my ex dumped me is because he said that I was random and I was always all over the place. I'm an artist. And ideally, like my world is organized chaos, okay? And so it's not that I'm trying to be all over the place. It's like I know how to be all over the place. I just need the right structure. I need bigger situations happening. I realize that my randomness, it has to be fueled by something bigger than me. So like entertainment is wonderful. Being in production is amazing. But working a regular 9 to 5, that'll kill me. I am not a routine girl, and he was a routine type of dude, so it just didn't work. The 4th reason he dumped me was because I'm a gypsy. Like, I literally have some kind of magic in me that I'm still trying to figure. And because I'm trying to figure out what that magic is, boys think I'm crazy. They think I'm wild. They don't know. They get nervous. But I'm literally just magical. Like, I literally have psychic abilities and can do stuff. So because I'm a free spirit, he didn't know what to do with that. But what brothers have to understand, when you meet a free spirit girl, like, you have to create room for her to fly around. Like, don't just be a one type of dude. You gotta be extraordinary. And so I realized that I was extraordinary. My ex was regular. Let him tell it. He think he's a phenomenal person. The other reason why my ex dumped me is because I do witchcraft. In his mind, I did witchcraft because I have an altar, I have my crystals, I do my sage readings, and I'm like pulling cards and all this magic stuff. And for him, he's a Christian. He comes from a Christian background. Let him tell it he's not a Christian, but he's Christian. And we would clash about spiritual beliefs. But I was like, hey, I love Christ consciousness. I really do. I pray, I meditate. I actually do more spiritual stuff than you do. That was the part that would drive me crazy. I'm like, how you gonna talk about my spirituality? And I do more spiritual stuff than you do. You don't even like, he didn't like going to church. We couldn't even find a church home. I was willing to find a church home. Lord. I got dumped also because I'm fat and lazy. I would eat a lot because I would cook a lot for him, and I would eat what I cooked. And so I started gaining weight, and we didn't have hobbies that we did together. So I just would stick around the house and just be there watching football. I was fat and lazy. I was bored. You hear me? Bored out my damn mind. I couldn't take it. He was driving me crazy. I said, this is what we doing every day, every week. I felt caged in. I felt like I could do nothing. And then he would be like, you could go do what you want to do. And then when I go do it, it was an issue. I'm a little rascal, I guess. So this one, he said, I don't listen. And I realized that that's a thing. Like, if a black woman don't listen to her black man, you should really think about that. And what I learned about myself is, if I don't have respect for you, if I'm losing respect for you, I'm not listening no more. I turn to a bad little girl. And you can't stop me. Like, I don't have respect for nothing you doing right now, because you told me you do this. You lied about this. You not really about this life. Like, I'm not listening no more. So even if you try to like give me encouragement or something, I'm just not gonna listen. I'm too strong in a personality to listen to somebody that can't make up his mind and giving me the wrong answers. Like, I like to win. I like to win in life. I like to win in a lot of things. I'm competitive. So that one had me just like, I don't listen. Why don't I listen? Oh, because I ain't got respect for you, brother. I'm sorry. Not sorry. This one made me mad, y'all. I got dumped. He dumped me because I was expensive. He dumped me because I'm expensive. Brothers, tell me what that means. Am I? Because I really, like, when I do my own hair, I do my own nails. Sometimes I buy stuff that costs thrift store prices. I'm expensive. I'm expensive when it comes to quality of life, though. And so I realized that when we were dating, we were in Dallas. That was not me. I moved to Vegas because everybody's expensive here and they make me look poor. I'm not expensive no more. I'm average now. I'm below average. You hear me? So this is exciting to know that, like, I'm expensive. I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm expensive. Somebody think I'm expensive. I think I'm not, but you know, we'll see how that roll out. I'm selfish. So when I didn't want to do what he wanted to do, I was selfish. And I always do what I want to do. Like, y'all see my I'm depressed video? Living here makes me very depressed. I told him I'm depressed. But in his mind, I was being kind of selfish because I keep wanting to do what I want to do. Like, I'm used to a certain level of living. That's why I moved to Vegas. Because I said, I'm not about to play myself and play the next dude that I talk to. Like, I'm not selfish. I'm the most giving person, I think. Very generous. I'll lose my whole life and give my whole life up for a dude, and I'm over it. I'm on that team with the ladies. Ladies, listen, we is not settling for none of that shit. This is probably like the icing on the cake, y'all. This is it. This is number 10. So the reason why my ex dumped me was because we both were lying to ourselves. I lied to myself and tried to force a guy to fit into my world. I had a fantasy of, ooh, this is what I want my husband, my man to look like, because my ex is fine. You hear me? That boy is sexy. And when I dressed him up, he was sexier. But I make every dude look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sexy, you sexy. We can't go out in public looking crazy. Okay? But he was lying to himself because he thought he wanted to be with a spiritual woman. He actually wants to be with a Christian woman. He actually wanted to be with a fitness woman. And he was lying to himself. So as I was becoming fat and lazy and all these ugly things, he would roll his eyes at me. I mean, oh my gosh. We were both lying to ourselves about what we wanted. And we were going into a new year. And I said, for 2022, the year of the tiger, I refuse to do anything that's less than. So I cried. And then I got over it. And then I started manifesting everything that I had been wanting to do. Even some stuff that he wanted to do, I was manifesting. So I'm grateful that I got dumped. I'm okay. A year later, I'm like jolly. I'm not in a rush to be with no dude. We can go on dates, brothers. Y'all could take me on a date, but please believe I'm not in a rush for none of that. Okay? Bye.
Aww.